guys so that way you guys can get more of a look into my style, my aesthetic, and I create geometric art and apply them to stencils. So for the process, it's very hands-on. I'm doing everything by hand, and the process requires a lot of material, a lot of precision, a lot of patience. So everything that I show I take my quality time in everything that I create. And also I want to mention that all of my patterns are not premeditated. They're not planned whatsoever. It's a unique process. It does require a little bit of mathematics, and it's not really complicated. It's just simple math that I need to understand in order to develop the majority of the patterns that I create. So as for the stencils, it is a printing method out of many printing methods, and I chose this specifically because it was something that I connected with the most. Prior to stenciling, I tried numerous methods. And also, if you guys haven't checked out my last videos, I do talk a little bit about that. The definition of it, it is a piece of film that I use to apply to multiple surfaces. So the process is that I have to create a pattern at first, and my acetate film placed on top of my pattern, and then cut it out with a tool. It can either be a heating tool, a X-Acto knife. So this is the outcome, and then of course over here, you guys can see, I'm not sure if the light is a little bit too bright here, but right here I have my design. I have the design that I created, and I usually just have like a simple setup when I first start, and I'll just create whatever comes to mind. I do plan on filling up this entire wall, which I will be showing you guys in a second. And then, you know, just really experimenting with different things. And that's just the route as being a self-taught artist. I've learned a lot about my technique, and I love it so much. And it's allowed me to, you know, put my work out on different things. My inspo wall slash portfolio wall, I just hang everything up. And because I don't like putting things on the floor, or I don't like things laying around. So like laying them flat on the wall is a much better way for me to keep up with my art. With that being said, guys, let me go ahead and show you guys my collection. Okay, so first things first, this is my wall for stencils or whatever I decide to hang up and dry. So this is 2 of the stencils that I created recently, and I know that the paint is it's misleading. Next is my wall of art. And then I have my drawings. So I get a sketch paper, tracing paper, or graph paper to develop my patterns, as you guys can see. And then I have this area where I just like to write my thoughts, because usually when I'm in creative mode, I'm also thinking of a lot of things, and I just have a lot of ideas, so I'd rather get them out on paper if I don't have my journal handy. This is a metallic this is a metallic paint that I used. I'm not sure if you guys can see it on camera, but I really love this because first off, I love gold. It's my favorite color, and if you guys have seen my work, you guys see that I apply gold to almost everything. So this is gold, that's gold, this is gold, this is also gold. Everything is gold. I love to incorporate gold into everything that I do, and I'm also working on incorporating a lot of other colors to my portfolio as well. But so far, I'm just like obsessed with this color, and these are some stencils that I haven't cut yet, but I may end up just leaving it on the wall for aesthetic purposes. I do have more of these to go. But I really do like this pattern. Actually, I may use this. I may redraw this pattern and then apply it somewhere. And then I have that, and then I have my collage art. So I like to dab into my illustrator side more because I found out that a few years ago that I love Photoshop, and from there I've just been experimenting, and then I decided that I wanted to create more dreamy, surrealistic collages. So this is 2 of them. I have more that I didn't print out. And then I have my unstretched canvas here, which I do plan on painting soon, but I couldn't think of anything to put on it, so I just painted it blue for now. And then I may end up just putting gold on this canvas, but we'll see, we'll see. Okay, and then I have my painting right here, which is one of my favorites because I never worked on unstretched canvas before, let alone mix my own colors. So I did get really creative in the color. I'm not sure if you guys can see the color here, but I mixed a lot of blues together, some whites, and I decided that I wanted to add my stencil, and I applied it to the canvas. I'm not sure if you guys can see it though, because it's so, I don't know, the lighting is not getting the gold as much. And then of course, this is when I tried to stencil my wall, but as you guys can see, this wall is very, very textured, so I decided I stopped. But I did go from the top to the bottom and then to the side, but who knows, I may end up just taking the wall down and actually applying a stencil with a different color. And then that's it, guys. So this is the wall. This is one of my first stencils that I created. And as you guys can see, trial and error. This has taught me a lot of patience and precision and to make sure that I get the right materials. So this is obviously a very thin sheet of acetate, which isn't good for stencils because when you're painting on surfaces, they tend to lift up easily or they'll rip, or as I'm creating the stencil, it'll cut through easily the lines, and that's what happened here. So I'm gonna get really close and personal. So that's one of them. This is obviously, I don't use this. Then I have this one, which is also a fail. So this one came apart because, like I said, this stencil was very thin, and at the time I was using an X-Acto knife, so it would cut through, but I do love the color. Okay, so I'm gonna end up keeping this. I just love this color and I love it. I might actually hang it up on the wall that I showed you guys. So this is one of them. One of my favorites. This one has lasted a really long time. I've painted over this maybe 20 times. I'm not sure if you guys can see the thickness of the paint. I've used a like rose gold, like a purple gold metallic, and then I use green, black. I do have to clean them because over time, if I don't clean them, the stencil will then have these little lines. I'm not sure if you guys can see. They'll have lines or things that poke out of it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to clean these in maybe acetone or some soap. But acetone I found help to clean my stencils, and I will also do a video on that to show you guys how that works out. And then I just have a bunch of these that I have just blue tape on them because I'm very lazy and I don't like to take them off. But this is another one. This is also one of my first. I've created this one about maybe 3 years ago, and I'm not sure if you guys can see. I'm gonna show you a comparison. So this is a little uneven. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but the lines aren't as linear, and that's why measurement and math, simple math is very important, and I wasn't using that back then. So just looking at this, there was a lot of mistakes that I've made, but I'm happy that I've pointed that out. And also this was one of the stencils that I used from that batch that were really thin, so which resulted in, of course, this here. I don't use this stencil anymore. I may end up recreating it. So the good thing about these stencils and these patterns is that I can always recreate them if they don't go as planned. So I may end up just recreating this, but I actually may hang this on the wall as well. But I just love the color. Like I'm just flashing you guys with the gold. It's just so pretty. Like just look at it. But yeah, let me show you a comparison. So this one was made about 4 years ago, and fast forward to now, we end up with this. So this one was a little because of the stencil. Like this came out, but it's okay because I can still use it. But look at the difference. Everything is straight. Nothing is out of place. compared to this one. So this is what I mean by really spending quality time with your art, because you improve. And then I guess I'll just like place all of them here so you guys can see it. I don't want to go one by one. But this is, oh yeah, this was made about 3-4 years ago. Oh, I love this one. It's one of my favorites. I may end up doing a custom painted jacket for that one. Oh, this one is like all screwed up. And then, yeah, I just have a lot. I'm just gonna place in there for you. And I think I have a little bit more stencils. I'm lazy. I don't want to get all of them, but this is just part of my collection. All right, so now I'm gonna show you guys my larger size stencils. This is one of them. I think this is like an 18 by 18. And once again, I don't measure my stencils. I should, but I will soon, I promise. This is, I believe, an 18 by 18. And these are all recently made. I made these each. I believe this one only took about 15 minutes to make. Drawing wise, like I said, I don't have them planned, so the drawing process was less than 10 minutes. And but I usually just draw all my designs firsthand, and then I'll get my stencils, trace them onto the stencil, and then cut them out. That way it doesn't take me too long to do it, to complete the overall stencil. And then I have this one, which is my favorite. I'm using this for my nephew's t-shirt. You guys can see I have a blue on the side. I don't really use a lot of blue, but this is like a matte blue I really like. And then I have the metallic gold, of course, because you just can't do anything without gold. Like, gold is everything. So yeah, I'm currently using this for my nephew's t-shirt, which I will be documenting and showing you guys. Then this one was one of my first. This is actually my very first stencil I've ever made for my first project. I will be linking a photo. I stenciled my table that I got from Walmart, and I spray painted the legs. I did everything to revamp it, and that was like one of my first projects, which led to me wanting to do more. So yeah, this is the stencil that I started with. It's crazy how far you come. And this is so old that the paint, the stencil is pretty heavy because I don't wash them. I'm not sure if I can show you guys, but there's this, I'm gonna take it out and then show you. Look at that, look at the paint on that. It's so thick. I may actually have to clean my stencils today, but this is an example of the years of paint layering on top of one another. It's pretty therapeutic to me. this is the largest one, and I do plan on going larger. I'm currently experimenting on different sizes. So let me see if I can fit it. That's how big it is. It's a pretty large stencil, but I think it can fit in the frame. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure it, because I didn't measure it yet. So width, it is a 17 by, let's put that on the other side. A 17 by 24. So this is a 17 by 24, and it has tape on it because I use this for a project. So yeah, this will be it, guys. I am working on that though. So actually, what I'm gonna do is I may clean a few of them because it does interfere with the projects. But if it's dry, it's not really an issue. But this is my largest one. And guys, if you do like this video, please leave a thumbs up. And also feel free to comment, leave some suggestions or any ideas that you guys have for some other videos I should be making. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in and viewing my stencil collection. This was very special to me. I've been working so hard on curating as many patterns as possible. Thank you all for tuning in to this video, and I will be seeing you in my next one. Bye, guys. Guys, so that would be my stencil collection, and that would be it for the video. So thank you guys for watching and kicking it with me for this long. I'm really excited to be consistent in making videos, and I do plan on getting more creative with this channel, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys soon.